Hello, everybody. Justice Willie here. I am impressed to share this, my story with you, because I'm sharing it because I know that from my experience, I know that there's a lot of people, innocent people, who are locked up today. That's my bottom line. A lot of people have been framed. A lot of people, because they did not know how to defend themselves, they did not have the help or the expertise, they are lied on and they end up, innocent people are locked up. And I'm going to show you why. This may be a two-part video. Now, as some of you may have watched some videos from me, I share property with a neighbor. Let me show you the diagram. See, as you can see, there is part 1 down here, part 2, part let me do it in order. 3, that's where my house is. Part 4 is a little driveway easement, and part 5 a parking area. Now, if you notice, part 3 and 5 is a rectangle all the way down to the fence down here. So if you'll notice, this is from here to here, it's 167, and from a width it's by 50. This is the border line. See, it borders. This is one property, this is the second property. All right, notice that. Let me show you another one, make it clear. All right, this is a view. See, 167 by 50 from here to here and from here to here. I just say 50, but 50.14, 167.92. It's from here, see, all the way here. That's my place that I bought. That is on my sales thing. This is the man and his restaurant, and this is the alley for the easement. Now, what this man has done is to act as if the entire piece of easement is his property. If you look right here, you see the yellow stump goes along here. That's why I mark it out 167 by 50. This is the border stump. But what this guy has done is stolen a piece of my property by, see it? He put his sign here, the drifters, says for his property. So he comes on my property and he put up his sign as if he owns it. He has a dump there, and it goes around to my property, and he is acting as if it's his property. And so we had a court case. I was not given due process. I was not there when they were making the decision. And when I was finally there, I had an affidavit. I asked the judge for the lawyer for some time. They say I didn't get my affidavit notarized. So I said, okay, give me time. They didn't allow it. So they make an arbitrary decision that I can't use parts of my property. That's basically what the decision amounted to. Alright? Now, when the decision amounted to I can't use my property, it happened one day in July 24th. Let me show you. Yeah, there were some pieces of wood scattered at the back of the property. Yeah? And these police came on my property, taking pictures. That's one, a female and a male, taking pictures of my property. And yeah, so they take pictures of my property and make it look as if it's the man's property, which was wrong. And they put that in a disclosure. and call my property the man's property. I was issued a warrant for my arrest to say I violated the court order by putting those pieces of wood on it. You imagine that? On my own property, I put wood. That it was blocking cars, which is not true. Even if it was me put the wood there, it's at the back of the property. But that's beside the point. I didn't violate no court order. I was arrested at the border service. And now I had court recently. Just January 27th, I just had court. For me to spend 30 days in custody as a result of wood being on my own property and they labeling my property as the man's property. Police were there from the border service. Police was there from the Port Colborne Police, regional police or whatever, right? Ready to let me spend 30 days in their lockup for being on my own property. God confounded that it was pure confusion because I'm a man of the cloth, I'm a man of God. If you see this man, you don't know how far I'm coming from, and the protection of God has been over my life. Many of them have tried, but God has confounded them every time. Because Monday I was supposed to be locked up for 30 days. And God did create a lot of confusion. They couldn't decide which judge, which courtroom, which prosecutor to use. And it was all confusion, one bag of confusion, till it had to go in a second day. They didn't even want it to go into the next day. I only got the next day to go prepare myself from the disclosure. And I told the judge I don't understand these codes and statutes. I only understand what is law. I don't understand codes, and code is not law. But the judge was a very fine judge, and she gave me some good lecturing on what is a code. And I said, okay. Calderwood is her name, Justice Calderwood from the St. Catherine's. And I respect that woman because she is a good judge. She takes time to understand and to teach, and I like that. So there are always good people around, and I lift my hat to her. But let me get back on track. There him, neighbors come testifying against me that they saw me scatter wood. Police came, so they were just to do the arrest. But God confounded the enemy. Border servicemen were there, as I said. But they couldn't find who they want to prosecute the case. When they finally do it the Tuesday, because the 27th was the Monday, the 28th was the Tuesday. When we came the Tuesday, I got a friend with me who assists me in these legal matters. And she was prepared to cross-question them. Before it even reached to that, the owner for the restaurant was cross-questioned. And I don't want to say certain things. But they saw, the prosecutor saw that this man was basically on my property, pretending that it's his property, because they see it's two separate property. He only has a right of way of easement, but the man has stolen a piece of my property. So while they questioned him, that must have come to their realization. So it had aborted, and they wanted me to sign peace bond. I said, no peace bond. I've not done anything wrong to go prison. I've not done anything wrong to go sign no peace bond. So they stayed the case. Thank God. It's not man in charge of this world here. Let me tell you people, it's God in charge. They had to stay it when they realized they don't have a case against the man of God. They don't have a case against me because now I cannot use pieces of my property because of this Ramsey man at Welland Courthouse who made an unlawful order against me, and because I didn't know the system to appeal it, it's in effect. But a piece of my property was stolen from me. And this need to be reversed. If that man has any conscience, he reversed this order, because you cannot tell a man him buying property and him can't use it and the next man can use it. That's BS. And this is what is happening. So they had to stay it because they don't have a case to lock me up. And my God step in and intervene and help me with this lady. I don't want to call people name, but I'm just showing you, people, that I could have been locked up had I not the help, innocently, from being on my own damn property. And the police who came to testify about the police who took the pictures for the disclosure was not even there. That has to be thrown out. The one that came, I was there 2 days, who came and issued me a warrant for my arrest and let them arrest me at the border. He did not take the stand because he could not take the stand because he realized that they messed up. They messed up. They owe me an apology. They owe me some money. And I don't want the money either because I don't want no money that put people behind bars and tears money. I don't want it. So I'm saying to people, there are people who are violated every day in this country because of the color of their skin. When I call them, they don't come. But when their color call them, they are here in a jiffy, in a flash. So I'm just saying to people today, I'm not even concerned about the case. I'm concerned with the amount of innocent people. My wife and I too was in court one particular day. They didn't call our name. We went home. We were arrested the next couple of days. Say warrant for arrest for what? Oh, you weren't in court. We were there. We don't care. We're going to arrest you. They lock up me and my wife for not being in court when we were in court. They had to drop that too. So can you imagine the amount of messed up these people are making and locking up people and putting people behind bars who are innocent just to create bonds and make money after people? So the money that you use to put your food on the table is money, tears money. Some of them is blood money. Because you people not doing law. You're not doing law. You're not doing justice. I don't know what the hell is this. And you need to stop. Take it from the man of God. You need to stop. God demonstrate to you on Monday and Tuesday who I am and who God is when he works for the side of his children. I am a son of the living God coming from Jonestown, born and grow in the guns and the bullets, and I survived that, and I survived this again, Port Colborne. And I survived this again. And let me say this, there are decent police officers I've met in Port Colborne, and I lift my hat to them. I even saw one, and I shook his hand. He was the one who placed the handcuff on me, and he was my friend still, the first time when they arrested me. And I don't have anything against police, because we need police to uphold law and order. We need good judges to uphold law and order. Put away bad people when they do bad things. We need them. I would never advocate that we don't need police. But we need police who are not biased and lie and do evil to people just because they are connected. People who are prepared to put me behind bars for using my own damn property. And I need to stop the injustice against people. Stop it. In the name of Yeshua, stop and do justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with God. I leave it at that for today. Today I'm rejoicing because my family didn't get to witness another trauma of not just me being locked up at the border for nothing, but she didn't get to witness again or hear my sons here that their daddy gone because of this situation. And I'm praising God, and I'm praising my friend, my paralegal friend that came to my rescue, because she was prepared to nail it to them because they didn't have a case. They were hasty to put me behind bars, but she was ready for them. But they weren't ready for her, so they all backed down because they know they didn't have a case. But they depend on people's dumbness to put them behind bars. So can you imagine the amount of innocent men and women behind bars today because of they make their living, put their bread on table by making people unhappy? That is a horrible thing to do. You do not do that. You put people away who have done wrong, and that's what the justice system is for. Not to put innocent people away like myself for using his own property and being framed and cannot stand by your case. So with that, I'm saying to you, the good officers, keep up the good work. The good judges, keep up the good work. Few of you good lawyers, keep up the good work. You see you corruption one, you see you corrupt ones, I pray God he takes you and move you out of the way and let justice rain down like a mighty stream. In the name of Yeshua, amen.